Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
All right, we back. Day 23. Back at it. Back at it. Thanks for watching. It's amazing how I do these videos that actually probably provide the most value for anybody on earth. Well, it's something that'll actually help your soul, your energy, and just overall well-being, instantaneously. Get 10, 15, sometimes maybe 20 views at max. But I make a short video and about, not riding on the woman's side of the car, hundreds of views, lots of comments, hit dogs holler. And that's what sparked what you see at the bottom, lukewarm Christians. I sat back and I observed that, and most people want to suffer and die. Absolutely, most people they're infatuated with being in their hell. They're infatuated with believing in the thoughts. They don't really want to overcome. They just want. And actually, I was reading Ephesians. Let me make sure I got it right. I'll tell you guys in just a second. And again, I read the Bible, I close it, I move on with my life. I don't believe in the Bible. I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not a Christian. I'm not religious. I am just someone who's seeking the Father and someone who's actually going to do the work because faith without works is dead. But let me get that verse for you guys. And also, side note, actually Luke 2:16. Luke 2:16. So in Luke 2:16, Yeshua, better known as Jesus, was actually doing his ministries, and a lot of people couldn't see him. They couldn't see him. So Luke 2:16, check that out. Actually, let me put it in the comments. Luke. I'm writing this like somebody's gonna actually read it. Bear with me. I'm just doing this for my own carbon footprint. But Luke 2:16, it's a reference to where Yeshua or Jesus was going around. He was, preaching the gospel or fellowshipping with people, and they really couldn't see who he truly was. They were just basically like, this guy's boring. I don't want to listen to this guy. I mean, there were people that just basically just ignored him, and that's going to happen. And you're not, again, this is why I wore the mailman suit, to always stay humble, to just know that I'm here to just deliver the message. So a lot of people, all they want is to feel good. All they want is the dopamine. All they want is the drama. All they want is the sweetness out of life because they're addicted. And then later they'll cry about, someone who might be in a better space because that person's actually put in the work. So I just noticed that. I was observing it. I read that verse, and that's what it meant to me, is that there's just a bunch of lukewarm Christians. And lukewarm Christians is not limited to people that go to church. It's not limited. It's all encompassing of anybody who says that, I'm on the right track. Even if they say that they're atheists, still to me, you would still go in a category of a lukewarm Christian because there's no truth in you. There's no truth in you. What are you governed by? What are you led by? Again, there is a spiritual order to life, and keep living, keep living. And for anybody out there that is on the same wavelength that I'm on, and that you are truly seeking, you are truly putting in the work, never, ever, 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 never try to convince anyone of anything. They have a right to be wrong, and they have a right to suffer and die. So let them. So with that being said, I just noticed that most people, it's all feel good. It's all talk. And what you got to do is you got to take care of your personal energy. God knows our heart. God knows where we're at. So if you're doing the necessary works, that's all that matters. The meek shall inherit the earth. And anybody that thinks that they're winning right now, today, for the next 50 years, even the next 100 years, give it 150 years. I guarantee you, nobody that's here today, I'd be shocked. Maybe one person makes it. A newborn baby born today. Maybe they live to be 150 years. But 99.99999% of people 150 years from now will not be here. We will be an afterthought. We will absolutely be an afterthought. But close your eyes. Where are you? So you know that you're not your body. We absolutely know that we're not the mind, because that is just thoughts. And thoughts are all lies all the time. So you don't know where they came from. You don't know where they went. So you know that you're not the thoughts, but you definitely know that you are your energy. And no one's not taking, and people are not really truly taking care of that. So when I observed Luke 2:16, let me put that back on the screen. That's exactly what I saw. Is that, the Yeshua character, who's clearly a cut above the rest as far as his awareness and his energy, is out here giving people the truth. And they were just like, he doesn't mean much to me. So the same thing's going to happen, and the same thing's going to happen, for someone like myself. And I'm not putting myself in the same category as Yeshua, but I'm definitely a seeker, much like my older brother was, which is how I saw him, and better known as Jesus. So continue to go down that path. You're going to have the biggest critics when you decide to, walk with faith and walk with the Most High. Your biggest critics will be the so-called Christians. Your biggest critics will be your so-called family members. Your biggest critics will be your so-called friends, and that's okay. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, because it's really about you. Like when I went to my mom and my dad to forgive them for what they had done to me, I wasn't there to have a powwow. I wasn't there for them to say, "Oh son, oh son." I wish I had the music, the little sad music, but "Oh son, we so appreciate you. We so appreciate you coming to us and sharing this moment with us." I wasn't I wasn't there for that. I was absolutely not there for that. I was there for myself. I was there to, clean out my cup, so that way I can pour fresh water in, and then also move in a better way and not hold on to that stuff anymore. So you got to know what you're doing it for. And even if they didn't recognize, Yeshua, if the story is real and I look at it as a character and I can definitely see that as truth, if they didn't recognize this character, they're definitely probably not going to recognize you, because there's a lot of lost people on earth today. There's a lot of people that just want to feel good, that just want to be a lukewarm Christian. That's just what most people want to do. And that's what I observed also when I went to the church to try to fellowship with some people, is that they just want to just use the Bible as a crutch. They want to use the feel good as a crutch. So it's there. Be aware of it. That's okay. But there's a lot of lukewarm Christians. There's a lot of lukewarm atheists. There's a lot of lukewarm Muslims. Most people are lukewarm at best, which means they're not truly about what they're saying that they're about. They're not truly committed and dedicated to their faith. They're not truly there to actually put in the work. They just want to say a bunch of stuff that sounds good, that feels good, that's drama, that's a dopamine hit. They don't want to truly overcome. And again, let them suffer and die. All right. With that being said, let's do what we came here to do, because we can't stop. We won't stop. We on day 23 morning.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
We are about a week away, folks, a week away. And shout out to you if you've been here the whole time. Shout out to you if you watch me on the replay. Shout out to you if you just watch my channel in general. Even if you're a hater, we still gonna clap it up for you. I'm gonna give you some Americans with peach skin clapping it up. All right. Well, with that being said, let's get into it. Let's get those timers set. Let's do what we came here to do. Less talky, more for some walkie, because we ain't lukewarm Christians over here.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Yeah, we actually get busy. So if you're watching my channel, you're actually here to overcome. You're not just here to talk about it. All right. And again, my channel's going to grow. I know I'm on the right track. I know I'm going to continue to just move up. And I know it's going to be a lot of haters. But I want people to come back and say, I want whoever you look at, whoever you watch, whoever you admonish, I want you to come back and say, hey, I want to see you do what Sky Daddy Fofos did in September 2025. Live stream it day in, day out. It's real simple. You just got to sit there, turn your hands over. I mean, how much easier does it get than that? And do that morning and night for 15 minutes every single night. It's so easy. So easy. A baby could do it. Like, I want to see this person, whoever, Joe Rogan, whoever you guys got. I want to see them do this for 30 days up and down. They can't do it. I doubt it. And even if they do it and they decide to sit from the Holy Grail, which is to unplug so that way you can plug in with the Most High, they'll never forget it. They'll never get off track again. So even if they're doing it for the wrong reasons, guess what? It still works. All right, enough talky. Time for some walkie. Let's get into it. and I'll be back really quick. All right, you guys ready to roll? Let's make it happen. All right. Sit as still as possible. Turn your hands over. Tilt your head slightly for a natural focus. Sunglasses off. And just breathe. Just breathe. Wow, that was quick. It was really quick. Seemed like 2 minutes. Remember, open your eyes slowly. Get up pretty slowly. All right, we got somebody in the house. Looks like we got Mr. Let's see what we got here. Salute to Mr. West. My bad, man. I missed you last night, man. I got tied up in something else, man. And no, it wasn't that. It wasn't, had to take care of some business with the business. So I could not catch you live, but I will watch some of it on the replay. But I appreciate you for being here. You know what I got for you? Where you at?
My nigga.
You know I'm always going to be around. Might not always be on time, but I'll always be around. But, you know, look out for the lukewarm Christians, people that say, do as I say, but not as I do. There's a lot of people in this day and age that do that nowadays. You know, and if you're truly seeking, it'll be obvious to you to see through these people and see that these people are not actually honest and true about who they are. And that's exactly why I'm showing and proving that there is a way, and this is the way. This is absolutely the way. So if you're truly looking to overcome anger, so-called depression, having a heart of stone and not having a heart of love, you're home. You're in the right place. This is where we're going to do it. And I'm going to do it with you guys. So that is day number 23 morning. We will be back for day number 23 night, and we're going to keep this thing moving and grooving. But until then, have a productive day. And if I stay any longer, I have to charge you. Peace.